Yeah, how's it going today? Is 23rd of March, Saturday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are made available. It's something that I have covered today. That would be some of the press releases, some of the opportunities made available with some of the councils. A lot. I think. Let's keep on going, right? In this video, let's take a look at new UK strategy aims to improve lives through digital technologies. Let's see what kind of opportunities are being made available and how we can engage with the team and who can reach out to, right? UK will lead the way and partner with countries around the globe so no one is left behind in a digital world, right? As of now, you cannot necessarily is doing anything. It's outsourcing all this digital technologies. It's been outsourced, and even councils themselves are promoting American companies. So I don't know if it's worth mentioning. So might as well do business with American companies when it comes to digital. It's way, way, way ahead of everyone. But let's see what UK is doing. Let's take a look at it. Even myself, quick note, right? What I'm referring to when it comes to digital technologies, right? Even when I'm communicating with FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, all this platform, government's platform, everything's built on top of Salesforce. Salesforce is American company. It's not limited to just that. That's just an example. Everything's built on top of that company. So I don't know if you get what this article is referring to, but what we can do, right? We can take a look at the background and our news desk. There's an email address, right? Let's see if we can write down the letter. Within this letter, let's try to keep people accountable who's publishing these articles. Let's see if we can ask them to publish author's name. So then we're gonna be taking a look and or reading some of those articles. We can trace it back to a person who has out of touch. That's the only thing. It doesn't really matter other than if I would see the constantly the same person's name and that person is out of touch with some of these articles and what kind of I don't know, it's word propaganda or the nonsense that the person is writing. So at least I would know. Oh, I can perhaps give some score, right? So one, the person is so out of touch. It's disturbing to the point what some of those articles have been written in the kind of way, right? It's so disturbing. So, 10, person is on top of things and person understands what these articles are all about. So let's see if we can reach out to this email address with us some of our concerns, right? About if it's one person publishing all these articles, if it's number of people, 20 people publishing some of those articles, should we raise some of those concerns? Let's see if we can do it. Let's take a look perhaps at the most important thing that we can accomplish today if we can chat to the team, right? By the way, I haven't written this letter. This letter was given to me, right? I don't know if it's worth taking a look at the entire letter, right? But that would be something that was given to me by the company who built some of those AI models, right? So that company gave this letter. So once that been said, let's take a look at and if we can take part and help people, right? So when it comes to disseminate the online information overall, is dissemination, particularly on the UK's government's website, right? That's a wording that I not necessarily would use. That's just to prove my point. I haven't written this letter just to prove this point, right? What we're looking to address is false information, and or perhaps it's not necessarily been done on purpose. So it's not in a bad faith, so to say, right, when publishing some of that information. So perhaps the person has the best interest when writing these articles, right? So I would be perhaps no considering having names, right? So people could be held accountable for some of the information being published for a public. But either way, as an active consumer of information provided by the government, I have increasingly noticed instances of misinformation, false information, and inaccurate and all articles published on those platforms in age where the access of to be more access to accurate and reliable information in is paramount. Again, I wouldn't use that word, but anyway, such occurrences are deeply concerning. Okay. Great. I think we will cover everything within within this letter. Let's see if we can send this letter out and have names of people publishing some of those articles. That will be more countable, I guess, and it will have a feedback form where we can offer some feedback for some of the people who are offering that information for public. So perhaps we can address some of those concerns, right? Let's come back to this article, right? So perhaps we can address some of the misinformation up there, right? So if we can address this problem, small steps, right? Small steps by holding people accountable and progressing from there, perhaps offering feedback would be amazing if we could do that. I think would benefit more people by having accurate information. But either way, let's progress. Digital development strategy aims to help close the technology divide from low-income countries. Okay, women and girls will be protected from online harms. Okay, as such, it will help to improve connectivity and or bring down the barriers to entry of artificial intelligence innovation or developing countries. I have no idea what this article is going to be about. Since we take a look at the UK digital development strategy, what that has to do, lack of having anything. So that's a problem. There isn't any projects within UK. There isn't any. All the projects that would be built within UK, all these projects would be sold to places like US or other governments. Uh, since they are not building anything, perhaps they're going to be looking to introduce more regulations when it comes to perhaps protecting most vulnerable within society. Perhaps that's something that they're going to be taking a look at. But either way, I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps it's waste of everyone's time. I personally believe this article and some of that information is going to be a waste of everyone's time, since we're not addressing real issues here. So since we're not addressing or not necessarily if I'm interested in taking part in more misinformation up there than it has to be. Let's address perhaps news desk. If we can solve this, we can progress into take a look at our building some of the digital technologies within UK. So I think that's important. But either way, thanks for watching. See you next one.